QA provider, we're not going to talk about those things right now because they don't have their own screens in the system, but the audit manager does. The audit manager gets in there, clicks on audit management, and they're going to see a screen that looks like this. This has got actual people on it, so that's why it looks kind of funky. I had to blur them out. So you will see the job number and the address, the person's name, the address. You can click on email and send them an email if you want. You see the phone number, the dates, and the best thing on the right, you can see, okay, who's the auditor that actually was scheduled to go do that and who's doing it, and if you subcontracted it to an auditor outside your company, their name's going to show there, so you know who's the auditor performing this audit. And this one, we've got the audit management, and then we are adding audit files to our audit. So Retrofit Exchange, we've found out, is a very good information sharing tool. It's a scheduling tool. It's also a document repository. So you can add your audit files in here, and the auditor, when they're completed, they're going to add audit files. Whoops, back up. And they will get this screen, which actually I do want that. And there's a drop-down list of the different audit files that they might put into the system. So you can take a look. If the auditor puts all this information in, that makes the audit manager's QA and the QA provider's QA a whole lot easier because they have got all the files already in place and in the system ready to be looked at. So we've got floor plans, we've got elevations, we've got the energy modeling file, which is going to be your REM file, and we can actually look at all of those things. A home performance with Energy Star summary, and of course there's a audit file property other, so anything you want to put in as a document can be added to the audit file for that house. It's saved, and once it's saved, it'll look like this. So we'll have all of those little magnifying glasses, so now the audit manager can come in and actually look at all the things that the auditor has uploaded. It's got a little dumpster on the right, so if it needs to be deleted, that's where you put it, in the dumpster. Then audit QA, the audit manager comes in and they can see what's pending their approval. So once an audit is complete, the audit manager QAs the work, makes sure that all the information was turned in, just like we saw on our flow chart, makes sure it's going to meet all the program requirements by clicking that QA button and approving that audit. They review the audit, review the improvement analysis, review the HERS rating, and we can see now that the audit's been completed, and we've actually gone through, we've looked at insulation contractors, we've awarded jobs, so now our schedule has expanded, and we have some insulation upgrades and home energy. We've got our test out scheduled now. So you can see that the audit is 100% complete and everything else is at 0%. But the work is now scheduled and the tasks are put on the list automatically as the work is determined. So the customer support rep reviews the improvement package with the homeowner. Well, we didn't recreate improvement reports. We figured that the gold standard of what's coming out of the REM software is good enough. It's good enough for the mortgage industry. It's good enough for us. So that improvement package, the system, the software that is used and accepted by the mortgage industry for audits and ratings and financing generates really beautiful, wonderful reports that puts together that package, which gets shared with the homeowner. And, of course, the homeowner approves the improvement package, pays for it. We receive the payment, we fund the purchase orders, we manage our schedule, we receive the tasks, delegate the work, perform the work, the post-improvement tests are performed, and the final results are shared with our homeowner. And that is how the Retrofit Exchange works. Let me go back one. Can I go back? Yeah. So now, what questions do we have? You've all been so nice and quiet. Martin, what do you have online there for questions? Oh, I forgot to tell the folks online you can type questions into your question box if you have any. Okay. So okay. Did I completely baffle you all, or did that help make it somewhat more clear of exactly what the retrofit exchange is and how the process works? I know we had a question back here from Greenleaf. Speak up a little loud. Can photographs be uploaded as audit files? Yes, absolutely. Photographs can be uploaded as audit files. Yes. Pretty much anything you can find on your computer, you browse to it and you can upload it. Rick? Yes, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. I forgot one of the task management or task items when you put your field project management, when the field project manager goes in and says, here's my quality assurance checklist, they can require photographs of the completed work. That's a really good practice because the auditor, of course, is taking photographs of the problems, and then you make your contractor take photographs of the completed work, and you actually have a before and after that you can compare and take a look at. So you want to require photographs of the completed work, and that also then speeds the process of getting the subcontractor paid, because you may not have time or the inclination to run out to every single house as the energy improvement project manager and look to see the kind of work that was being performed, especially if this is a contractor you trust and have been working with. So you can look at the photographs and say, okay, I see that that work was done, I see the before, I see the after, I'm going to approve payment to this contractor. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I need to reiterate this for the folks who are online and can't hear the questions. The quality assurance checklist that is put together that I just showed you, where the EIPM field project manager is going to say, this is our basic quality assurance that we want to make sure every one of these tasks meets, that actually can go beyond that level. So the EIPM might require that something is, that the all the equipment is picked up and the house is left clean. The crew manager might say, I want it more than clean, I want it swept. I'm going to actually state what I think clean is. And the crew leader can even say, I don't want it just swept, I want you to take all your trash with you when you leave and not leave it in the homeowner's trash can. That's a simplistic example, but yes, those quality management checklists can cascade on down through anyone who has the authority or the responsibility of making sure that the person who is working under them, that they're going to approve their work, that it's being done to their standards. So the quality just gets higher and higher and higher the further down the organization you go, because each of those levels can add their own and say, to me this means this and I want it done this way. So it becomes, so when you get down to the people who have the expertise, they are adding to that quality checklist and saying, I don't just want a combustion safety test done, I want my combustion checklist left with the homeowner, and I want their signature so that I know that you've explained to them exactly what's going on with their combustion equipment. Something like that. Yes, it cascades down as far as you go until you're down to the crew member who's doing the work. Yes. Is there a method for commenting on subcontractors' work to help other people who might hire them decide whether or not they think they're a competent contractor? No. No, that's kind of getting into potential issues that you know, we're a communications tool and we're a LinkedIn and we'll put you all together. Retrofit Exchange just puts people together, but then your own internal processes you'll have to have in place for deciding, you know, who you want to keep. Of course, you saw the screen where you can put, this has been delayed because the contractor didn't show up. All of that reporting is available internally to you, so you can keep track of your own subcontractors, but someone else might have a completely different experience with that same person. So we don't want to blackball anybody. Any other questions? Yes?
Material
Well, the materials and products used have to go through quality assurance all the way through. The quality assurance is up to the project manager who's running the show. So depending on what material, there are some, for example, there are some energy improvement project managers who want to only use blown cellulose insulation in their attics. So they would specify, this is the material I want you to use. But that's up to the energy improvement project manager. Okay, we're going to cut off the questions for the folks out in Cyberland now and take a quick break, and then we can stay as long as you want and answer any questions that you have. So thank you very much for attending, all of you out there in Cyberland and all of you here.